Hey there everybody, I am back to share with you today how I'm going to plan this next week in my Classic Happy Planner. Here is this week, and I really liked it. It was basically all of the Supermom stickers, and then I obviously brought in some other stuff as well to coordinate with that, but the basic idea was to use the Supermom stuff. So now I don't have a lot of stuff on this week, and I already wrote a reminder because I washed my car this week and it was so amazing. Let's do it again. Anyway, I don't have a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, I've got a couple of activities and I may potentially have baseball games to add here, but for the most part, I don't have a ton of stuff. So I decided what I was going to do instead was I was going to do a rainbow week, which I know is super weird based on the fact that it's Thanksgiving, and that seems a little bit odd, but I thought, you know what? I've had kind of a crappy week, and what makes me happy? Rainbows. So I'm going with it, and I think that's all right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the first part of the week out. I have pulled out some of my decorative Happy Planner stickers. You can see this is labeled as decorative boxes because I know that I will find some rainbow stickers in here. So like this one, for example, or that was just the first one I pulled up to, but I know there are some straight up rainbow stickers in here, like literally have rainbows on them. So I figured that this would be a good one to have on hand. See, right there. For that, based on the fact that I would have more decorative stickers than normal since there's literally 2 activities for the week. I also pulled out a couple of Fun Stampers Journey stamps. I have a rainbow and then also like a cute Thanksgiving stamp. So I'm going to use that as well. We'll start over here. I'm thinking about using the rainbow stamp. Now, if you'll recall, the Fun Stampers Journey stamps are red rubber, but they also have a sticky back. This one is not indexed on the back because it's a prototype stamp, and so you cannot see it on here. However, that's not the norm. When you buy them, they are normally indexed on the back. I don't know. I was kind of thinking I was going to put this down here, but I don't know if that's kind of weird with where I already wrote get a car wash. But you know what? I actually don't think that it is. So now that I look at this, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use my clear block. Oop, that one's too small. So I pull out the next size up that I have. There are obviously, whoopsies, there are obviously other sizes. That's just the next one that I have, and I'm comfortable working with that. So I'm using my black VersaFine. I'm just going to ink it up. Black ink. So cute. Okay. So now there are 5 different little, I don't even know what you would call this. I'm sure someone will chime in with whatever it is that you call those parts of a rainbow. I'm going to use these Fun Stampers Journey Color Splash pencils. Now, okay, so here's the thing. These are watercolor pencils. And what I love to do with watercolor pencils is, so you can use them as just regular colored pencils. That's no problem at all. Like you can see that I'm coloring with these, and you could totally leave it. I'm going to add a, whoopsies, I just pressed way too hard. My bad, not the colored pencils, bad. I'm gonna color a darker, hopefully you can tell that at the top it's a little bit darker, and then I left the bottom a little bit lighter. Now, normally I would color all of this in, but I'm not going to do it right now because I want to show you something. So there's this really cool stuff that they have, and it is called these silks, okay? And they come in these little bottles, and they look like fingernail polish, right? So even when I open it up, it looks like fingernail polish too. See that? Okay, so I'm just going to put a couple of drops this on here. Now, normally I would actually just sort of pour some on here, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to color this all in right this minute, because you're going to get the gist of what I'm doing and it's not going to waste all of our time together and make this video like 500 hours long. So I'm looking for my little blender brush, which is of course hiding from me because that's what they do. All right, so you would normally put water in this part and then it's got like this brush tip, right? So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna use this in place of water. Okay, so this then creates this shimmery, shiny color, and it blends my watercolor pencil just like water would. So now it looks like I watercolored on there, but I totally didn't, and it's amazing. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just on the side over here. You can't see it because I'm not showing you, but I cleaned off my brush and I'm going to color in the clouds with this sparkly, shiny shimmer, and it is so pretty. I absolutely love it. So hang on one second. Let me finish coloring this in and then I'm going to show it to you. It's so pretty. Okay. I don't know if you can get that shine and that shimmer from there, but it's really cute and I love that. So I'm pretty sure this is going to look amazing and I cannot wait to see the whole thing colored in. All right, so I don't have anything for Monday and I do have a couple of things for Tuesday, although I think that what I will do is I will put in a little to-do list for Monday. So I'm going to pull out a checklist. Now again, in the interest of creating a rainbow, I'm just kind of looking to see what I have. So right now I'm going through my sticky notes to see if I have any red checklists. Whether or not I do, I don't actually know. No, doesn't look like it, which is cool. Okay, so instead what I'll do is I'll pull out my checklists, remember, from my handy dandy little thing. And remember, I'm looking for a red checklist. So there's obviously a lot of options and I've already scrolled past several red ones, but what I'm trying to do actually is just find a smaller one because I'm pretty sure that I won't need a full 5 or 6 since it's the week of Thanksgiving. So, but whatever. Let's just go for it, shall we? All right, so I'm going to, back here is a nice good one. There are some that I like more than others based on my handwriting. So this one, for example, that I'm pulling up, I'm going to show it to you. It has 5 little checklists, but what I like about it is that they're spaced a little bit further apart. For me, with my big handwriting, having them spaced apart a little bit further is much preferable. Okay, so I'm sticking that down right there. And then we can move on to Tuesday. So I do need to note my cleaning. So that is, I'm going to look for an icon to see if I can find an orange cleaning icon. And then I also need my recycling, which I'm not going to find an orange recycling. So I could stamp it because I do have something that would work for that, but I'm just choosing not to because I don't really care that much. So, all right, I think I do have an orange little cleaning icon up here, which is just crazy. So what I need to do is pull that out. See right here, hiding up there at the very top. Pull that out. And I will, let's see, I'm going to add that right. I don't know. I have to think this through because I don't normally want to have my to-dos next to each other, but actually it's all right. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that anyway. Now I've got to put my sticker book back together a little bit just so that I don't make a mess of things. All right. Now, so again, I will need an orange checklist for my to-dos. And so what I'm going to do is, again, go through my sticky notes. I wish I had something that I could use that cute little guy. And I'm not really thinking I'm going to find an orange checklist, let's be clear, because it's not a really popular color you find in stickers to begin with. But I want to look just to make sure, because I couldn't possibly remember all of the things. So now I can't remember either if any of the new sticker books really feature orange or not. Healthy Hero might, but I don't think there's any checklists in there. So, no wait, actually, there is these little checklists, but I don't see any orange ones on here. So, looks like Faith Warrior could actually potentially have it. From the cover, of course. Yeah, that's kind of orange looking. I'm going with it. It's not easy to find orange, so sometimes you gotta take what you can get. All right, so now I will go ahead and add that right here. Now we're moving into yellow. Oops, I forgot to add my mammogram. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to add that to their to-do list? So I need an orange box right here. And so it's entirely possible there's one in here because, again, we just saw that we have some orange. That's also possible there's not. Let's be clear. I don't really know. All right, that one's kind of small. So what I'm going to do is use that little tag. I love this tag, and I love that there's also a stamp for it as well. Super cute. All right, so I'm going to put this right here. Although the problem with that, yeah, I'm going to do it here instead. I'm going to also add some adhesive, so making sure that that fit. But now I can put the adhesive on the back and turn it into a, I'm going to put it down here, only because I want to, not because I have to. So you can see I had it go over that edge a little bit. So okay, so now we're moving into the next day. Haha. Wednesday. So again, I'm just once again looking for checklists that might be yellow. All right. I also am aware that I could potentially have a baseball game on Tuesday, and I won't really know about that until Monday. So, in the interest of leaving room but it not being weird, I am going to go through here and pull out, because I also have a work phone call. For whatever reason, I continuously forget about them, even though they're every Tuesday. You would think that I would not forget about them, but I do each week. I'm kind of weird like that with repeating activities, if you want to know the truth. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. I'll just put the rest of that in a little bit. So I do really like how that turned out. So now the other thing is that sometimes I have the full box checklists. So like this, for example. So I'm going to use this one for Wednesday. And as you can see, for whatever reason, it came with that little white strip at the top. So I'm going to just take my scissors and cut that right off because I don't want it on there. There we go. And then I'm going to add that right down here at the bottom. All right, now I don't think that any of the airplane stickers are yellow, if I recall correctly. So what I need to do instead is I need to find a yellow box, and I'm in luck. Well, okay, it's not a box, but it is a sticky note that I can use as a box, and it's adorable. That counts for something, right? Okay, so I'm going to pull this off, use my adhesive again, and let's see. All right, so that's fantastic. Now I'm going to, this is already making me so happy. I'm so glad I decided to go with the rainbow for Thanksgiving week. All right, so now Thursday is obviously Thanksgiving, and so I have that stamp that's really cute, but what I want to do is I know that I have those holidays, all of those really pretty holidays that are in here. And so I want to look at and see if any of them will work, because obviously Thanksgiving is going to be green. Okay, so it's navy blue right there. I don't have it on that sheet. Okay, right there it's really pretty, but it does not go. Let's find Thanksgiving. I'm sure it is not going to be green. That wouldn't make really any sense. Nope, it's orangish red or whatever, which is fine, but it's entirely possible I might find something that is gold or silver. Let's also be clear, I'm okay with not having it at all. It's not really important to me. So I was just looking to see if I had it and if I could use it. So pretty. I love these. They're just so pretty. All right, so probably nothing that I'm going to use from that sticker book, which is just fine, no problem at all. So now this stamp is the same as the others. It is a prototype, so it doesn't have the indexing on the back, but it is the same really pretty, or really nice and easy to use red rubber. Sorry, it took me a second to think of that word. All right, so now I have these, if you'll recall, VersaFine Clair ink pads. And so I'm going to find the green one because I know I purchased a green one. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. All right, so I stamped it totally crooked, which is fine. I'm gonna go with it anyway and pretend like it doesn't matter, even though it does kind of matter a little bit, but that's all right. I don't have anything else to write there because it is Thanksgiving, and obviously I'm going to go ahead and give myself the day off and not worry about a to-do list on Thanksgiving because I don't feel the need to be that, whatever that would be. Now we're going to move into turquoise, and so I don't know about what the rest of the week will look like, to be perfectly honest, but what I'm going to do is I am going to give myself a checklist. So I see this one right here that is this turquoise. So I'm going to add it in case anything shows up. So we've got the adhesive. And then I also have the bullet point sticker, so I'm going to take one of those and I am going to use that. All right, so that's honestly and completely truthfully all the actual plans I have. So now what I'm going to do is I need another little bullet point. So this would be purple and this would be bright pink. So I'm going to add, first of all, a little bit more adhesive because the edge of this is driving me crazy. There we go. And then I need another little bullet point to put on here, so it would be bright pink. So I'm going to add that. All right, so now I'm thinking I'd like to do another decorative cluster down here and maybe dress this up a little bit up here, just make it a little bit more special, and then possibly add a little bit of washi tape. I'm not 100% sure yet. So what I'm thinking is that it might be very cute if I went through here and found a couple of stickers that I could use together. Look, there's that cute rainbow. However, because I'm going to layer, I'm not going to use that cute rainbow I just shared with you because it is not good for layering. Now, kind of thinking that if I could find a hot pink box, so say like this was hot pink, I would use that, but we'll see. So something like this. And then kind of don't hate that, but I don't want to use the stripes together. So see how this has stripes and that has stripes? I want to combine two different patterns. So probably not that one. Maybe this one. Yeah. So many decisions. All right, I think I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to use this. But I'm going to check one more thing quick before I commit to it 100%, which truth be told is not actually like me. Normally I just sort of jump into something and make it work after. But I want to check one thing super fast, and that is I want to look in this rainbow book and make sure there's not a pink background sticker. See, I think that might be better because that other one is a big one. I don't know if I can make this work or not to cover up the adulting. No, I don't think I can. So I think I'm going to go with the polka dots because I liked this one very much, but it's really big, and since I'm using this square, I was a little bit afraid it would look not proportional. So I think it's a better choice to go with the classic size box because I'm using the smaller one with it. All right, so I shall move this, and then I'm going to put this in the box. Super cute. I kind of love it. And then I'm going to add that right there. And so you can see it's obviously it's not purple. Like this would theoretically be a purple box, but I'm okay with that. Like it's cool that it's just got the rainbow thing and this has got the rainbow thing, and then I'm going to add some leaves or something up here. Now I know that in my, let's see. All right. Now if you go into here, this is my Christmas through Halloween book. So I know I'm going to find Thanksgiving stickers in here. So I'm hoping that I can just find some greenery. Here we go. A little bit of greenery to sort of make this little box feel more full. Again, it's not meant to be perfect. It's just meant to make it feel a little bit more substantial and not quite so, I don't know, it feels a little sparse to me just with that stamping. And I want it to have a little bit more, like I said, a substantial feel. So I'm going to see if I can find a couple more little sprigs maybe of just green. And I do really like that little leaf. It's so cute. So is that one. I'm going to go with this leaf. And this sprig. And I don't know if it's perfect or not, but that's never been something I cared too terribly much about. So as long as it looks good enough, I know come in the next coming days, I will think that's just fine. So, however, I do think I'm going to have one more leaf. I'm hopeful I can find a teeny tiny one. Yep, there's a teeny tiny one. And I like the varied shades of the green as well. That turns out super cute also. There. So again, I know it's not perfect. I know it's all kind of wonky, but I'm okay with that. I sort of like it better that way anyway. So all right, guys, so that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and have a happy Thanksgiving.